Previously on Quest Friends Forever.
I'm Timothy. I sent you through the portal to come to this world. It's a very difficult spell, but I do have the scroll that I can read, and I do have the diamond that I need to cast it. As you remember, of course, it's a diamond worth 5,000 or more. Timothy already has the diamond in his hand, and he's like waving his wand like a figure eight in the air.
Okay, we're doing it.
The diamond looks like it's starting to kind of reduce in size. Almost 50 people emerge back through the portal into your hotel room in the Pantheon.
We need a safe place. What if we all go back to the forest?
I have an idea on the diamonds then. That direction in my world, someone lives over there. His name is Balthazar. He's like this collector guy. And in my world, he's got diamonds. We could always go see if we could get some from him. Laverne is saying that where Balthazar lives isn't here? I'm sorry, we don't have a Goodspeed Mountain in our, world, as you call it. But we have the Goodspeed Desert in that direction, but there's no mountains, I'm sorry.
Overgod of knowledge, give me your knowledge, because I need to know if there's diamonds in Goodspeed Desert.
You will find what you are looking for if you know what to do. It's morning time in the Petrichor Forest. Y'all are loading up the cart, the horse core cart, for your couple days journey out to the desert, the Goodspeed Desert, to search for diamonds. So far, it is just the four of you. It is Stephanie, Val, Jared, and Ellie loading up this cart. And after a few minutes, as you guys are getting prepared to go, Timothy walks out. And he does not have a bag or a pack or anything. It is just Timothy. And he looks a little sad right now, kind of his hands in his pockets and his head down. And he walks out to you, Jared, and he kind of pokes you in the side to get your attention.
Ow, fuck. Jesus.
Oh,
that was really hard.
Sorry. I don't know my own strength sometimes, I guess.
God, what are your hands made of? Swords? Fuck.
Oh, well, maybe. Can register them as deadly weapons, right? You could kind of joss you a little bit. Joss? Is that the word? Joss?
Joss.
Joss. Okay.
Joss.
Jostle.
Joss.
Yeah.
Jostle. Is it jostle?
Sure. It gives you a little one of these.
A rib.
He ribs you a little, yeah.
A rib.
It's ribbed for your pleasure. And he says, "Hey, Clint."
Brought it down.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Did you feel I felt the energy drain from everyone in the room. That was amazing. He
says, "Sorry for making that weird there for a second."
You hear faintly from kind of far away.
Oh my goodness.
Great. He says, "Hey, look, I know you guys are getting ready to take off here to head out to the desert, and I was just gonna let you know I don't think I'm gonna come along on this one."
Why?
For this one? Well, it's I'm going through some stuff. It's a little weird here being in this world, and I don't really know a lot about what's going on, and I thought it was a mountain, but it's a desert, and I'm kind of thrown a little bit. So I kind of want to stay behind here with Laverne and the readers. I want to learn a little more about this world, kind of figure out what's out here, see if I can figure out any similarities about what's from my world, anything that can help. I don't really know if I'm feeling up for a long adventure at the moment. Just wanted to kind of make sure that was cool with you, Clint.
The disdain that he says your fucking name in.
I know.
It's like your mother saying your fucking name.
Just want to make sure,
For sure.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Bye.
I thought that would be a whole thing, but no, that's actually great. That's
no. Actually,
no. It's great. It's fine.
You should come with us, for sure.
No, yes.
You should. No, for
okay.
real. You should
I get it.
No, No.
All right.
You hear faintly from far away.
Laugh out loud.
Oh, it's okay. Now the robot's even getting me. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, it's good.
I'm now I'm ribbing you because I didn't like getting poked. That shit hurt. No, you should learn about your stuff. If you're feeling jostled and a little bit uneasy, stay behind. Vibe out. Who cares?
Yeah.
We're capable and confident, and as you know, I'm Clint Fat Dick or whatever.
Nah, that's not quite it.
Oh, sorry. We'll make it work. Like
Yeah.
either way. Sorry, I have a lump in my throat because I'm so sad you're not coming. No, you'll. We're gonna be great. You should stay behind and read a little bit.
Yeah, I
Read
also
a
have
book,
to.
whatever.
I also have to, get my strength back, and I'm gonna open the portal again when you guys get back. So it's kind of hard to do that. So
Yeah, but
figure I
you've
should
been
rest
looking
up,
strong. You
probably.
already look stronger today. I mean, remember
Oh,
the
wow.
side poke? I'm like, ow, Jesus,
yeah,
he's so strong now.
Oh yeah, good times. I remember that. That was fun.
No, we're gonna be great. You're gonna do great things. We're gonna do great things, and we're gonna reconvene. You're gonna be rested. We're gonna save the day.
So he bows a little bit, and he's not sure why he did that, and he's embarrassed. So he takes a few steps back, and
You can. I mean, you're allowed. You can bow.
yeah, well, it felt right.
I mean,
don't know.
I'm not. I don't.
He's
if you
walking
wanna-
back
if
while
you
this
wanna,
is happening.
If you want to bow, go. But you can bow.
no,
I don't mind.
we already.
No.
I think
I
we
just
got
don't-
it.
You felt weird. I don't want to make you feel
Right.
weird. Like
Okay.
I just. No. But okay. Well. Okay. All right. See you later.
So he walks back. A small crowd has formed, obviously, because the protector, gathers crowds wherever she goes. So some of the readers have come out. Laverne's there to see you off, and they wave to you. It's a hearty wave, and the four of you load up into the cart with all your supplies, and you leave the Petrichor Forest in search of diamonds.
Insert music here.
Back to our just core group now. No more
Yeah, it's the core of
fucking
us.
guest
Yeah, it's the four of us.
NPCs
Rancid,
here.
anybody?
Just the
Mm.
four of us.
That's how Rancid sings it. That's true. So it's going to take a couple days to get to the desert. And about a day after you've left the forest and you started traveling southeast, you find yourself riding calmly in the official trademarked cart of the Horse Corps as it ascends a grassy hill. As you reach the top of this hill, you can see far off into the distance where the plains start to give way to the sands of the desert.
Is
And
this where JFK was assassinated?
It's not. And you know that's where your journey is taking you eventually.
Fantasy JFK?
But as you gaze out...
FJFK?
Okay. But as you
JK.
gaze out... Okay.
The
But
airport?
I'm going to be AFK in a second here. But as you gaze out over the horizon, you see a figure approaching up the hill from the opposite direction. As this figure gets closer, you can see it's a medium-sized human
Gross.
walking on foot in a big, heavy trench coat, which seems a little out of place given the pleasantly warm weather where you currently are.
It's the Riddler.
It's not.
It's Blade.
They have
Is it Fantasy Blade?
they have the hood of their coat up over their head and a purple bandana covering their face from the eyes down. They are walking slowly and somewhat labored. As you can now see, they also have a large backpack slung over their shoulder. When they see you, the figure raises both hands, partly as a wave hello, but also partly to suggest they mean no harm. As they reach the top of this hill, where you are currently sitting, they speak to your group. My, what a fine group of travelers if I ever seen one.
Oh,
It's a
boy.
trap. We have to keep going.
You look like you're on your way to some kind of adventure, eh, stranger?
Yeah, I don't trust this person.
Walk away. Walk
What are
away from
you
us.
selling?
No, don't. He has to make the
She's
joke. Don't
engaged.
make the joke for him.
Can I? Is there like a gas
totally
pedal
right.
that I could just start like?
I mean, there's
I'm
reins.
totally right.
I start whipping the reins. Go, go, go! Run
you-
him over.
Are you going?
No.
Oh.
Val tuck and rolls off the cart and gathers their composure and walks up to the stranger.
Hello.
Oh, well, look at this fine metal fella here.
Hello.
Hey, stranger.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Hello, indeed.
Hello.
I'm wondering if I could perhaps
Greetings.
interest you.
I am a Variance Alpha Psionic Altonian Lexotransceiver Unit,
Wow.
model number XFCED001. But you can call me Val for short. It's great to meet you.
It's always nice to meet a new stranger. I was wondering, since you all seem like a ready group of travelers,
How can I help you today?
well, I think I can help you, my friend. You
How
look
can
like
I
you're on your
help
way
you
to some
today?
kind of adventure, eh, stranger?
How can I help you today?
Anyone else in your group talk?
No.
Hello.
Well, all right, I'll deal
Oh
with
wait!
the...
Oh wait!
Beep boop.
I don't speak that one.
Beep boop.
Okay. I think Val. I think your Yamatashi needs you. Isn't
Beep,
that what
beep,
that
beep,
means?
boop, beep, boop.
Great. Okay. So,
Sounds like it pooped there.
Dave, roll d6.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Forgot that you control the chart for this.
I got a
this is
1.
to see if I pooped.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
Your Yamatashi wants to play with you.
Oh my goodness.
So you have to play like
So Val-
a little matching game, like you need to find the diamond.
So
on
Val
the
Val
cards.
looks
I mean, you
Val
are
looks
looking
at
for
the
the diamonds.
stranger. Val turns their attention towards the stranger and says,
So long.
and just starts walking away.
To play with your...
Beep, 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 boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, boop.
And that slowly fades off.
All right. Then this person on the hill then turns to the other three in the cart. Well, that was quite an exchange, but look, friends, I'm a bit of a traveling salesman, you see. I got a full inventory here if you'd like to have a look.
What you selling?
What are you buying?
What are you selling?
I did it.
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I called it. It was either Blade or the salesman, and I fucking knew it.
So, you have a chance to do a little shopping here today, if you would like. Would you like to
so
look
he's
at
not a bad guy?
the man's wares?
This is a real, like...
This is a traveling
Merchant
salesman.
situation.
Yeah, we get to shop.
I still don't buy it. I still think
I don't have any
this
money.
person's- we have plenty of money. 420 coins.
I
in
don't have
there.
money.
We have
Oh, I
money
guess-
for you.
Collectively.
Okay. Okay, buy it for
yeah.
me.
I have just sent to the Zoom chat a
Oh my
PDF of this gentleman's wares. So,
Oh fuck.
Balls.
Ball. Oh, I love ball bearings.
he opens his trench coat wide, and you see just a plethora of goods of different
his ball
sizes,
bearings?
different sizes and different purposes hanging from the inside of his jacket.
Nasty.
And he says, "What are you buying?" And he waits eagerly for you
"Oil
to look
flask.
at
What
his
the fuck is
inventory.
that? Lube?
Good thing there's
Jesus.
flavor text that tells you what everything is.
Oh, that's
I have a question.
smart.
How are the podcast listeners going to know what's on this list?
I'm going to post the list, and we'll also talk about it out loud with our mouths, depending on what you want to
Okay.
buy.
So
What's the
wait,
character limit for podcast
I'm
notes?
sorry. I thought this said donkey dick trousers.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't
What
say
kind of
that.
list is this, Danny?
It
This is
doesn't
supposed
say
to be
that
a family-friendly show.
It's not.
Oh.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm sorry.
He's got
I'm-
quite an array of wares.
All right, we're gonna look at this stuff.
okay, so wand of the old switcheroo is really expensive,
That is so fun.
but that's actually
That's
really
my most premium item,
fucking
friend.
cool. And we have enough for it, but that's the thing though. We gotta really decide because then we're gonna be broke, and we got a long trip.
Let's look at everything. Let's take a minute.
Okay.
Take a minute.
Okay.
Take a minute. This is an important decision. It's our first shopping experience.
I have an issue with this list, Mr. DM.
That's
One
not
of
my
the-
name, he says.
One of the items is pocket sand, loose
Mhm.
sand that you keep in your pocket.
Uh-huh.
As an action, you can make an attack roll to
Mhm.
throw the sand in the eyes of the target within melee range.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that's the scheme.
So you have a
That's-
problem with pocket sand, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's something that I could just get on my own.
I mean, maybe, but it's here for sale right now.
my own.
Is it magic sand?
It doesn't say it is.
It doesn't, but it doesn't say it's not.
I mean, there's also mystery potions on there too, if we're worried about potentially shady shit. But
Yeah. The trousers are cool, but also like I'm strong as fuck, so I don't really. I'm just kidding. Magic for babies.
Magic for babies.
Ring of the Grammarian.
Ring of the Grammarian's my favorite D&D item that I've never gotten to use and never played a game with it. It's always been on the menu and no one's ever bought it.
Which one?
Don't feel pressured to buy it. The Ring of the Grammarian.
I'm
I wish-
looking at that.
Oh.
I wish
how
I
does
had
that
it
work?
as a character, but I'm not a character. So
So
I'm interested in that, but I need you to tell me how it works.
so there's okay, you know spells have names.
yeah.
So Chromatic Orb is a spell, right? The Ring of the Grammarian allows you to take one letter of that spell and change it to something else to create a new spell. So we could change that B to a C and cast Chromatic Orc. And then I would have to figure out and decide what that spell looks like. There's
And-
spells called like this one called Cause Fear. You change that to Cause Bear, and then a bear would appear or something. You can change your spells to do different shit.
That's pretty
Although
cool.
You can't add or subtract letters.
From
I feel like that
from
would
a-
be really good for Eric.
For me, as a I want
yeah. But the thing, but that's the hardest part about this is we only have 420 gold pieces,
Oh
and that's
my
like a
God.
quarter of our entire inventory.
Oh my God.
What?
Ring of Private Invisibility. Once per day, this ring can be activated to make the wearer invisible as long as no living or sentient creature is looking at them.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
I know where
Mystery
you got
Men.
that.
Mystery Man.
Yeah, this is a fun list of things I stole from other D&D podcasts and homebrew websites on the internet and the movie Mystery Men. So,
iconic.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Also, the Ring of Useful Objects. When you roll that d20 and you get a 1 or 2, the wearer chokes. Like your character chokes. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, you take the item out of your mouth, the description says. So, if you roll a 16, you pull a bottle of wine out of your mouth.
That would be very fun for Jared too, because you could pull money or wine or you just choke or you just
Wait,
choke.
can
That is
he
also
buy
very
that now and then attempt to pull money out of his throat so we can buy more stuff?
I mean, he gets 1 roll per day. If he hits the money one, then he could.
Okay, you have the determination of a d20.
Mm-hmm. You would roll it, and then based on this table, you would get something out of your mouth.
Okay, honestly, that we can use it forever, essentially.
Once per day.
That one looks
No.
pretty fucking sick. But also the temporary tattoo of intimidation is very good.
Let's look at what would be the best for each person. Like,
Okay,
is there something that, holy shit, if Jared had this with his like acting thing and stuff, like fuck yeah, or
I
if
mean,
there's
personally, the Ring of Useful Objects, I think Jess is spot on. I think that would be fucking such
Yeah.
a silly and cool thing because it's like a daily thing and it could be hella useful or it could be an absolute shitty, dumb morning time.
right.
I have a question. On the Ring of the Grammarian, is there a cap on the level of spell?
So
can be
the
used?
description says the level of the newly created spell will be similar to the level of the original spell in its effectiveness at the DM's discretion.
Just wanted to make sure if, like, when we're baller and we cast a level 5 spell, it's going to be a level 5 spell.
Yes, it will be similar within reason. Like,
Okay.
it's hard because we're making up spells kind of as we go. But, like, what I don't want is for you to find a cantrip that can break the game, basically. If you change some cantrip to, like, summon giant or something like that.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. So if whatever level you cast it at, the result of whatever new thing you do will be similar to that level too.
Okay.
I think Val would enjoy the Zero Gravity Orb just because of the fact they would make for a fucking sick party. Like, could you imagine with the music and the lights? It's like a foam party on New Year's Eve or something. Like, everybody in the club suddenly just starts floating and like, oh my God, like this is such a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Would this traveling salesman be interested in a very exclusive, very high fashion pair of not Ray-Ban sunglasses, perhaps?
You probably have to ask him.
Okay, ready? I'm going to do that right now.
Hello.
Make a selection there, little friend.
Hello.
What are you buying?
Please comply with my instructions.
All right.
Do the thing.
Uh-huh.
Sure
Are you
thing.
pointing to something, Val?
Great talk.
Yeah, my hand is outreached and I'm holding the pair of sunglasses.
He says, "Oh, what do we
Don't
got
worry.
here?
You can trust me. I'm friendly and approachable.
You offering these for barter?
Hello.
I'll buy it at a high price," he says.
Sure thing.
How does... And he takes the sunglasses and he looks at them and he goes, these are signature Foster grants. Impressive. I'll give you 30 gold for them.
Laugh out loud.
And Val snatches the glasses back.
Oh, a hard bargain. All
Don't
right.
worry. You can trust me.
All
I'm
right.
friendly and approachable.
50 gold.
Val gets a little bit more sort of,
Do the thing.
All right. 60, but I cannot go any higher.
Thank you for your assistance. You've been a great help.
A fine transaction. I love commerce, he says.
So long.
Oh, we're done then.
and Val just takes one step back. So add 60 gold.
Val has 60
Dude.
gold now. He just sold your sunglasses. They're designers, so it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one
They're not- I
designer.
mean, they're not Ray-Bans, but you know.
Well,
So now we have 480.
yeah.
So, since you're in the buy-in market as well, what
What are you
about
selling?
these? And I show him the plate armor.
You have 2 sets of it, right?
Yes.
He looks it over and he goes, well, It's a little scuffed up, wouldn't you say? Seems used.
Not as, I mean, sure, like the paint is like a little bit scuffed there, but I mean, like, it's pretty new if you think about it, because it also is really good at protecting you is the thing, right? It's literally the best that money can buy. So, like, I mean, if the paint's scratched, that means it's doing its job.
Well, I don't know if I have room in the old backpack for 2 sets. He goes, all right. Why don't I give you, say, $150 for one?
I'm sorry, $150? Or I'm sorry, 150 gold.
That's right.
I think this retails for 10 times that, so
Well, this ain't a retail market, is it?
You just paid 60 fucking gold for a pair of darkened glasses.
They're delightful and great.
So is this.
They were made lovingly by a man who cares about his craft.
Hello.
All right. 200.
Really? You can sell them,
Don't
even
worry.
if you sold
You can
this for
trust me.
half.
I'm friendly and
like,
approachable.
Brand new plate armor would be 1,500 gold. You want to buy this from me for $200. You could, even if you sold it for half of what it's worth. No. No, I'm sorry. We will not be selling this.
I didn't ask to buy it. You asked to sell it, stranger.
Again, the sunglasses.
They're delightful. I love them.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Wow.
well, in that vein, since you love fancy items, it appears.
I do. I'm a collector.
I pull out 3 rings out of my pack, and I show you these 3 rings.
What are
you
they?
just? Oh, I don't know. I
Where
have
did you
them
get
in my
rings?
thing. I stole them from the bridge.
Oh, yeah. That's
They
right.
were like the fancy totems left by people, and then we got into that big fight.
Sacrificial rings that caused the gargoyles to come.
Yes.
Okay.
So they are very fancy and very expensive looking.
Well, see, rings I can carry in my pack, he says.
Ugh,
So-
whatever.
So, can I describe what they are?
Please.
Okay, one is a solid gold band. The other is hand-carved turquoise band with a sapphire gem.
Those are my favorite gems, he says.
The other is also a solid gold band.
So he looks at the set of rings, and he says, I'll give you 100 for the set.
I kindly put them back in my pocket and I say, no, thank you.
You're missing out, stranger. Got a lot of fine wares here for sale.
We're going to... Okay, in character. This is me in character.
Mm-hmm.
2 solid gold rings and a sapphire studded...
With turquoise, you said.
hand-carved turquoise band.
Right.
Those are his favorite jewels.
One of those alone is at least 1,000, and you're gonna undercut all 3 for 100. There's no even settling.
I don't carry that kind of coin, stranger.
Well, unfortunately, you're gonna miss out on these gorgeous rings. Then
That's fine. I wasn't asking to buy. I'm asking to sell.
I know, but maybe
What are you buying?
I'm buying the Ring of the Grammarian. Thank you.
Oh,
drag
a
Okay.
fine item. If you would like to, you can try to maybe strong arm this guy if you're trying to do some little business.
Like rob him?
No, but
Can we kill him?
You have an intimidation stat, don't you? Or a deception or a persuasion or something. He is just a person.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Not that you've asked for his name.
Well, wait. What is his name?
Are you gonna ask him for his name?
What's your name?
No one ever asks. No one ever asks for my name, he says. But you can call me Chunt.
Oh my
Fuck you,
god!
Danny. You are not called. That is so
Mur-
fucking close to
You
cunt.
didn't let me
Fuck
finish.
you.
didn't
Fuck
let me
you.
finish. Chunt. You can call me Mur if you want. His name is
Don't-
Chunt.
Don't fucking lead with chunt. How dare you?
Well,
That is
that's how James Bond says it. He says,
awful.
Iconic. Okay,
Hate this.
Murr.
"Yes, stranger."
Mr. Murr, here's the thing. I think you want to give me more for these rings. I think you want to give me 12 times as much.
Do I now?
Yes, you do. Hold
Now,
on.
why would I want to do that, stranger?
Before Jared does anything at all, Val's gonna give him a what's it called? The Bardic Inspiration dice.
Ooh, okay.
Okay,
Yes.
then I'll do a check.
What was? Are you trying to intimidate him or
I'm trying to persuade him.
Persuade him. Okay.
I'm going to persuade.
Okay, well then do a persuasion roll.
Yeah, but I gave him a dice, which is it's a 1d8 to teammate within 60 feet who can hear me. So
You
get
give him a D8.
I give you a 1d8 to add to whatever roll you need to do.
Oh, that's fucking sick. Okay, so I have
as long as it's a charisma check of some
It
kind.
is.
I got 17 total.
It's pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
Not for that many rolls, like that many die good, but it's
I mean,
good.
Okay, so he takes a look at the rings, another look at the rings, and he kind of swirls them around in his hand, and he goes, "It is my favorite gem," I said. As this whole time he's holding his jacket open to both sides so you can look at the wares, but he kind of lets one go and reaches around in his vest pocket underneath, and he pulls out a small bag of gold, or a medium-sized bag of gold, we'll say, and he says, "All I've got here is 400. So unless you are interested in bartering, stranger, I could just give you the 400 flat out to work out some kind of deal." So he has now offered you all his gold on his person.
So with that in mind, okay, Wandle switcheroo.
That's 400 plus the
Right.
100 for the 0 gravity,
Okay,
plus the temporary tattoo,
25.
that's 525.
plus the grammarian and the
725.
ring of useful objects.
825.
Okay.
Val wants the pocket sand.
No, don't you fucking dare.
Val
It's
is like
genuine sand.
Val is very convinced that this sand was going to be, even if Val doesn't even have pockets. There are no. Val does not have pockets. Val has compartments. So
Compartment
Val is going
sand.
to rename this and turn it into compartment sand, which is probably not good for a robot.
I mean, Val's got money.
But
Val sold the sunglasses.
Val really, really wants these. Like, you're gonna have to convince me to not get the compartment sand.
Val has 60 of their own dollars right now because
Thank
Val
you.
sold some sunglasses. So
That's true.
Val has 40 of their own gold. Because without even knowing, Val has already made that transaction. Val now has a handful of sand and chucked it into the back compartment. And if Val could say, "What are you buying?" but in a robot voice.
but what does Val actually say?
Thank you for your assistance. You've been a great help.
So we got the 0 gravity orb, the wand of the old switcheroo, the temporary tattoo of intimidation, the ring of useful objects, the ring of the grammarian, and 1 order of pocket sand.
That's already transacted. That's separate money.
Okay.
Well,
that
that wrap it
sounds
up
good.
then, friends.
That sounds good to me. So how much do you believe we owe you with the rings included?
How's about 300?
200 and you got yourself a deal.
250.
225.
All right.
All right. We did it. Saddled up.
But,
480.
he says, but you have to take a mystery potion as part of the deal.
Okay.
Dan really wants us to have these mystery potions.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take it. Mystery potion. How does everyone feel about that, though? I don't want to speak on behalf.
Too late. Val already grabbed it out of the merchant's hand.
All
and put it in
right.
the back
Well,
compartment.
done deal.
When the merchant arm kind of slowly outreaches with the mystery potion in his hand
Mm-hmm.
before actually giving it to anybody, Val automatically takes it, like mine, puts it in the back compartment, and then in exchange, Val grabs the woman's bonnet that they have in there,
Yes,
and then
okay.
places the woman's bonnet in the merchant's open hand.
All right. Maybe
Thank
this can
you
give me
for
some
your
coverage from the
assistance.
sun.
You've been a great help.
Thank you, strangers. And transaction completed. You guys have gone shopping. So,
Wow.
Before we go any further, I want to figure out who's going to carry what.
Yes.
So I know that I have the ring of the grammarian.
fuck yeah.
And I have the ring of useful objects. Thank
Make a
you.
note of that. Stephanie has that. Jared has this. Val got the pocket sand.
I have mystery potion, compartment sand, and 0 gravity orb.
We gave Ellie the tattoo.
Yes.
So just to be clear, that is a temporary tattoo of a dragon shooting flames from its mouth while holding a bloody sword in one hand and a mug of beer in the other with the word fuck written underneath it. Yeah.
I love that for her.
Hello there, Quest fam, Quest frienders, Questers, whatever you are all called these days. This is Danny, the DM Dungeon Master of Quest Friends Forever, popping in here in the middle to say hello as always. So let's talk about some stuff. Let's talk about social media first. We're all on it. And honestly, what's the deal with social media, you know? I mean, if I could just have my 5 minutes here of stand-up. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. We're on social media. We're mostly on Instagram. That's where we do all of our stuff. We post announcements whenever there's a new episode. We've started making little 1-minute-long audio clips of little funny or interesting moments from every episode to post in the off weeks. We're going to start posting actual video of ourselves recording from the Zoom call. All kinds of fun stuff, and more is coming as well. We're having actually meetings about social media these days, so you should start following us there. It's at Quest Friends Forever, and again, that's the number 4, as always, the name of the show. We're also on Twitter. We're also on YouTube. Someday there will be a TikTok. I mean, there's a TikTok, but someday there will be content on it. I'm just not good at TikTok, and no one will tell me how to do it because everyone I ask is young, and they laugh at me because I'm a millennial who doesn't know how to do things on TikTok. But one day I'll trick them. I'll trick them into teaching me, and then it'll be good. Anyway, also on social media, you can find all of the other shows that are on our podcast network. That is the Nostalgia Network. Shows like the Nostalgia Podcast, shows like the Lousy Advice Podcast, shows like the Momos and the Appas, which are about movies and music and television, respectively, all 3 of those. They're all on the Instagrams, they're all on the Twitters, I think. They're all on the YouTubes. Go ahead and give them a follow as well. A follow for them is a follow for the greater good, I guess we'll say. You can learn more about all of the shows and those of us that make them on the network at www.thenostalgianetwork.com. And while you're experiencing our show and all those other great shows I just told you about, why not tell us how much you are enjoying them by giving us a rating and or a review and or a follow and or a subscription or a like or whatever they offer to give you for us. Do that would be cool. Those ratings really go a long way for us to get in front of more people. I know you can review on Spotify now, so you can just go ahead and click over to our podcast over there and just hit the old 5-star button if you feel that's good and true, which, you know, we think we both know the answer to that. Or on Apple Podcasts or iTunes or Google or wherever you go. Ratings are really great. Reviews are really great. They really, really help us and help us grow so we can do more fun stuff and do this more often. So that would be just peachy of you. But enough about that. I am here to now guide you back to the other side of this episode, the second half, part 2, if you will. Well, it's not part 2, it's the same episode. But let's get back to it, and hopefully you enjoy some of the stuff that's coming up. Someone's about to get really hurt. I'll let you find out who that is. And enjoy, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye! You complete the remainder of the trek out to Goodspeed Desert without much incident. The tall trees and lush flora of the area surrounding the petrichor forest gradually become less and less common as you go, until eventually there is no green in sight in any direction. There are only the yellows and oranges of the sand and the dunes around them. There is not much to see out here, as you perhaps remember from the last time you went to the desert, though thankfully there are no haunted houses in the area this time.
I'm going to stop you right there. As we're going, Val suddenly comes to alert and says,
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
And jumps off the cart.
Okay.
And reaches down and grabs a handful of the sand that's on the ground.
Uh-huh.
And puts that handful of sand in earlier said compartment where previous sand was put.
Okay.
And then starts walking towards the cart, kind of like somebody who woke up on the right side of the bed, just having a blissful, cheery day. All things are going right for them.
Mm-hmm.
Just da 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 da. Just like, wow, I'm so smart. That's what Val's demeanor is. And then Val gets back on the cart.
Okay. So Val, make sure
That's not
you
what
have
I expected.
you have 2 pocket sands
Now
in
I
your
have
inventory.
2. You know what? I'm a smart business person.
Stephanie and Ellie's knowledge of the area keeps your cart heading in the right direction, or at least what you assume is the right direction, though your lack of surroundings and the absolute uncertainty of what you're actually looking for makes the search a bit confusing. After a few hours of traveling through this large flat desert, you decide to take a quick break to provide the horses with some water. As you are doing that, I need everyone to make a perception check.
I mean, do I, though?
In this instance, I would like you to, yes.
Okay, I got a 5 plus
Wow.
11, so that's 16.
Shit, okay.
Oof. I got an 18.
I got a 17.
Dang. Okay. The three of you, not counting Ellie, as you are kind of taking this break, giving the horses some water, taking some water yourselves, kind of just looking around at this big, flat, empty desert, something catches your eye up ahead in the direction you're traveling. The horizon, like the air, the place you're headed, the air kind of like ripples in a weird way. The area in front of you kind of like shimmers in a way that air doesn't normally. And that is what you see.
I'm gonna go ahead and detect magic.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Magic, magic, magic. Alert, alert, alert.
What school of magic is it?
It is illusion magic.
Hmm.
And the magic thing lights up, right?
Yeah, it glows with the
Yeah.
color like of the school of magic.
So just a picture in front of you, Stephanie. You can see this. The others can't, but you can see it. Just a giant curtain of glowing light in front of you where you saw this shimmer. Like
I
a big
stick my head
play
in.
curtain. You stick your head into it.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'll tell you first what everyone else sees back in the cart as Stephanie approaches this shimmering area. So what Ellie, Val, and Jared see is Stephanie's head disappear into whatever, to you guys, thin air.
Oh my goodness.
Just no head there. What Stephanie perceives is Stephanie sticks her head through this kind of shimmering, what she can see, this shimmering curtain, and it's as if you are putting your face like through a Stargate kind of situation. Suddenly the area on the other side is not what you saw 6 inches ago when you were moving forward. It's still desert. It is definitely still the desert. But now suddenly there is a landmark up ahead. This new scene is revealed when you cross through this strange ripple. There are a huge pair of high rocky crags jutting out from the earth, sticking out like 2 sore thumbs in this flat and unremarkable landscape.
Okay. I pull my head back.
It disappears from your sight.
I imagine her head reappears.
And her head reappears, yes.
Thank God.
Basically, it's a big invisible curtain.
There's just a couple of rocks. I don't know why anybody would hide this. But there's definitely, it looks different over there, but
To be
it's
clear,
just
these are
a
like
couple of rocks.
these are like big, giant, like Pride Rock, almost mountains.
But they're unremarkable other than that.
They're
It's
just big,
just a
big rocky
a couple of
crags.
big rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a couple of big rocks. It's not like one of them is like a fucking statue or anything. So it's a couple of big rocks. I guess we keep going. But we should probably stay alert because, again, I don't know why anybody would hide a couple of big rocks, but I have a feeling we'll probably find out.
Someone probably hit him for a reason, I guess.
When I stuck my head through, did I notice any magic in there?
Yeah. The rocks are probably about a mile away. You can't really get a good look at them yet.
Oh, I can't. Okay, so I can't.
but
'cause
there
it's
is-
only 30 feet. So,
Oh, okay. Then yeah, no.
Yeah. But it lasts for 10 minutes. So if it's going to take us 10 minutes to get there, just keep that in mind.
So
yes.
you guide the horse core through this curtain, which the horses freak the fuck out because all of a sudden things just appear in front of them that they had not seen before. So they get kind of a brrr situation, but you're all good animal handlers. You calm them down. You're all friends by now. As you get closer, you notice that there is just enough space between these 2 big crags to suggest a path between them, and that path seems to head downward, which would create a canyon at the bottom between these 2 things out here in the middle of this big desert. The wind begins to pick up as you approach, quite noticeably, actually, kicking dust and sand up and around in your eyes and your face, impairing your visibility as the dust moves around your eyes or your glass dome, I guess.
If only we had some glasses.
I still have mine.
Oh, okay. Would you like to adorn
Wait,
them?
do I have mine? I have mine too.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm the only one that sold them.
Fuck it. I'm pulling out my glasses. I'm putting them on, and I'm saying, "Fuck you, Sam."
All right. So
I don't have. Does Val have retcon? Does Val have any? You know how like with like an astronaut has that sun shield that they can pull down over the clear
Mhm.
part of their helmet? Does Val have anything like that for their glass dome?
has
That
not
would
been
be kinda
established
cool.
in 25 episodes.
I
so
mean, you did have
has
a
a
bonnet that you just gave away.
That's
Damn it.
true. So the ones who put on glasses are a little bit better off, but this sandstorm seems to be picking up quite a bit.
Oh wait, as part of my entertainers pack that I started this game with, it came with, quote, 2 costumes.
Okay.
One of which I assume is a pair of those glasses that has the nose and the mustache attached to them.
It absolutely is, yeah.
Val puts those on.
Okay. So now we have a robot wearing the Groucho Marx nose and mustache glasses on their glass dome. Wonderful. So this fucking joke troupe of adventurers rolls up towards these crags. When you are within just a few dozen yards now of the base of these crags, you look up and notice a new feature that you did not see before, Stephanie, because of the sand in the distance. At the entrance to the path that leads down into this canyon between these 2 rocks are 2 towering golden statues on either side of the path. They are about 30 feet high. They are statues of men who appear to be warriors. They're wearing sleeveless leather armor with big muscly arms, and they're holding their swords so the pointy end is down touching the ground by their feet. But they also have huge feather wings coming out of their backs. They are faced in toward each other with their eyes closed, and as you are now very close to them, you can now see bodies and bones piled up in the threshold between them. There is the body of an armored knight, there are a handful of rogue bandits, even a few birds and snakes, all lying right at the same point, right between the 2 statues, just before the path heads down into the canyon.
Oh my goodness.
What do you do?
It seems pretty chill.
Is there magic? Is my thing still on?
Oh yeah, the statues are lit up.
What kind of magic?
Dangerous.
Boom, 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 boom. What do you guys think? Should we just go?
I mean,
Seems chill.
Sure thing.
Val, what if you throw some of your sand between
Pocket
them?
sand.
Oh my
Pocket
goodness.
sand.
Oh my
Pocket
goodness.
sand.
Val takes a dramatic step back. And
Please be careful.
kind of does the Val waves their arms, and you know how in baseball when somebody is safe, then the ref goes safe,
Mm-hmm.
or
The
umpire
baseball
goes,
ref.
safe.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, umpire. Val does that in sort of a no way motion.
Keeping in mind that there is sand literally everywhere all around you right now.
Right, but you can't have my sand.
Oh, okay.
I pay good
Okay.
money for this sand.
Okay.
Bring
I'm,
that
wait,
sand.
I'm waiting for this to increase in value before doing any kind of thinking about what to do with it.
Crypto sand.
Yeah, this is my crypto sand.
Great.
Back
Okay.
up.
I'm going to walk up to the statues and I'm going to investigate. Ooh, that's a better roll. I got a 17.
So you are obviously very small compared to these statues. They're very, very tall.
Ah, yes, very small.
So they just seem to be made out of they're made out of gold, you notice when you get close. And the
Okay, so we're rich.
biggest thing you notice is as you step toward them, the closed eyes of the statue begin to open about halfway as you take steps towards them.
So gang, I think we have a classic never-ending story scenario here.
Val
you said it.
immediately runs forward a good 20 feet ahead of the group
Stop. What are you doing?
Where are you going, Val?
towards the people who are opening their eyes.
Val, stop. Stop running over
Oh my
there.
god.
We've established it's a never-ending story scenario.
but
Have you
I'm not.
seen
But
the
I'm
film?
not. I'm not a biological alive creature, though. Maybe they don't know that I'm a thing.
Are you crossing the threshold?
Yes,
So you're going to step over all the dead bodies and stuff?
correct.
Okay.
Val,
Are you
wait.
really?
Wait,
we haven't
no.
talked about this. What are you doing?
I didn't even get to ask if like there was any inscriptions or anything on the fucking statues.
There's
like-
not.
Oh my god.
Hey, Val, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
The chaos you are trying to bring
fuck yeah.
today.
That's a 21.
Wow. Okay. So as Stephanie is checking out these statues and like kind of pausing, like, wow, this is really weird. Big magical statues opening their eyes. This little fucking robot just runs full speed
Basically,
Into-
Naruto runs.
this threshold where there are dead bodies. And Val, as you step onto the same spot as the dead bodies, those eyes that were kind of slowly opening when Stephanie approached fucking rocket open and begin instantly glowing a hot red. And both statues fire lasers out of their eyes
You know it was coming because while he was doing the open their eyes, there was a die in his hand.
Oh no.
You don't know what I'm doing. So Val, you pass the deck save. So
Do I do slow motion?
yeah, so you matrix out of the way a little bit, but these giant statue guardians are still going to connect with their lasers, and Val is going to take 41 points of damage.
Holy fucking shit, really? Are you dead?
No.
Are you dead? Oh my
No.
god. Okay, what does Val say in response to this? Because Jesus fucking Christ.
Ouch.
Oh my god. Wait, how many hit points do you have?
I have 4 left now. Val jumps up almost like a scared bunny running from a wolf. Val now hops up probably above how tall Val can normally jump and 180s and then scurries back towards the group. Now singeing.
Wait.
No, if you do that, then you are going to get hit a second time because
Yeah, you-
Really?
passed
You already
the
went
threshold.
through.
Yes,
You made it
You've
through.
already gone through.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're
never mind.
stuck on that side.
I was confused. I was confused about the threshold thing. Never
No,
mind.
so you
Oh my
cross
God.
the lasers struck you as you crossed the threshold, but
You would be actual
basically
dead.
you fucking
Okay.
fall forward basically into this path. So you've made it past,
Okay.
and you've just gotten your ass kicked by these two lasers.
Thank you,
God.
Val, for sacrificing your parts.
So
Sure thing.
a very injured robot is now on the other side of this threshold,
Okay.
while the rest of you look on.
Val.
Oh my god, Val! Sorry. Okay. Anyways, go on. That was in character.
What is you? It seems like you have a plan. What's your plan? Or was that it?
I didn't
I
have
mean,
a plan.
Val wouldn't be able to tell you.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck.
But spoiler alert, there was no plan. I'm smoking, charred, probably in a bad shape right now. I mean, I'm alive, and yeah, four hit points is not 1 hit point or negative hit points, but it's still pretty low.
Val gets
So
closer
I'm-
to death more than anybody else.
Yeah, but so
Mhm.
I'm laying down on my back, smoke kind of like singe and you hear kind of like a crackle from like circuit boards kind of on fire, and Val just the sad, the really sad noise that R2D2 makes when he gets
Hmm
hit by force lightning or whatever. Yeah, that's what I would be doing right now.
Okay, so there's the dead bodies that are there. How old do they look? Are they like they've been there for a while? They're like
So
skeletons.
Some of them are bones and
Skeletal?
skeletons. There are some that are not fully decayed yet. Not to get too
Ooh.
macabre,
Yuck.
but recent
Macabre-ish.
And there's no inscriptions. You said, and it doesn't. I can't. They all just fucking died in the same spot.
Yeah, just they're all stacked up in that spot where Val just got hit.
When Val ran there, did they kind of like a bowling ball coming in and then just bones everywhere?
I mean, it's not
as
it's not that tall of a stack. Maybe Val
Okay.
Val maybe would have tripped on them if they had failed their roll, but stepped over them and just barely dodged enough of it to not die. But the bodies are definitely still there.
Okay, drowning pool.
Yeah, let the bodies hit that floor.
Okay, if like just real quick, if it's 41 on half damage, my hit points are 45. And if we don't succeed on that check, then your girl is so close to death. It is there.
I did roll for that, by the way, so I could potentially roll higher or lower.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Okay. Is this our only option to go through these people?
Val, we're going to get to you. I hope you're okay. Stay there. We're coming. Oh
We're-
God.
We're
Ugh.
coming to get you, Barbara. Poor
You're-
little thing.
Okay. I'm looking at everything now. I'm not going to go anywhere near those statues, but I am looking for any fucking clues at all.
There's no like hidden doors or anything. Are you like checking like the cliff face of these crags, kind of?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's no doors or windows. Just like I beat you to it. Just
Eric,
two
what are you
big
doing?
craggy mountains here in the middle of the fucking desert with murder statues.
I don't know, because the thing is like, if I did the switcheroo And then I went, or one of us did it, and went and inspected and found something, maybe an off switch or I don't know, something cool. But then what if there isn't anything over there and we switch and now we essentially have to be near death to get across? Because like at this point we're already separated. We have to figure out a way out of it. And I think the only way out is through. But I think our only option is for one of us to switch and to search for a way to shut it off so we can all pass safely.
I have a question.
Okay.
So there's no way to get through basically without going in the middle of these two statues, right?
If you're going down the path, you're going to go between the two statues.
Can we climb the rock and skip the statues together?
You can
like,
sure as
altogether?
fuck try to climb this rock.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Can I?
I mean, if you look at this little drawing I made for you on Paint, the rock goes well above the height of the statues.
Oh, indeed. So you're saying this is cool.
You can try this, yeah.
Cool. Hey, Jared, Ellie.
Yes.
I'm going to do something. And you're just going to have to, like, get on my back, like, hold on in a second. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. Are the horses good here? We need to make sure the horses are okay.
I mean, the horses got a little startled by the big noise of two huge laser beams hitting a big metal robot, but
Why?
How do the horses feel emotionally after seeing their very, very, very best friend get struck by lasers?
yeah, they're all right.
Oh,
Wow.
I mean, yeah, they're safe. It's just sandy and windy out here, but there doesn't seem to be an immediate threat unless you go near those fucking statues.
Excellent. Okay. So I'm going to turn into a giant spider.
Okay, a throwback. We love a throwback.
I'm going to... Okay. Turn into a giant spider, and then I motion with one of my 8 legs, like, come on. Let's get up here. Come on.
I'm like,
And I kind of like I try to
Get low.
get low. Yeah.
Ellie, cautiously and a little bit concerned, but she's on board. She climbs on. Okay. Tell me if I'm hurting you, I guess. Sorry. I guess you can't talk. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, here we go.
I'm going to take one of my legs and make the salute, like, okay.
Jared,
Jared.
oh, I'm hopping on too.
is this giant spider is big
Wait.
enough to hold 2 folks, right?
Oh, perfect. Oh, okay, cool. Because in my head I was like, wait, was I? Did we switch? Am I not going? Okay, great. Yeah, no, I hop on also. Perfect. Oh, that's me getting on.
Yeah, it's large, so it's bigger than a person. So yeah.
Cool. So I can climb 30 feet per turn or whatever. So
And
And
you
I
can
have
climb difficult
a
surfaces without an
a
ability check.
stealth of +7. So I'm trying to also do this kind of sneaky
Okay.
because those things fucking terrified me.
Okay, so tell me to paint me a picture of what you're doing right now. So you've got the Ellie and Jared on your back, and you are approaching this like the side of the cliff that you're facing.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to go behind the statue and kind of like trickle up.
Okay. Yeah, just like
Get up
you just
it?
go like to the right of it. Like there's not really a behind
yeah.
it. You just gotta go onto the side.
And then skitter up,
Okay.
look down. Nothing different.
Their eyes are not opening. No, they've closed their eyes after they shot Val.
Skitter. Nothing.
So far, so good.
Okay, I'm skittering. Then going to... I guess I'm going to the top of this thing. And then I'm gonna use my butt stuff to... No.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
No. Go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
have to finish that thought.
I'm gonna use my web to come down
Uh-huh.
from the top of...
So if you go all the way to the top of this crag is probably 200 feet tall. So you're way up there now above the statues. So,
Cool.
and then you're going to go to the side and web down
Uh-huh.
into the canyon where Val is?
Yeah.
Okay. You do that.
Do I see anything at the top of this since we're up here? Do we see anything? Does anybody...
Oh, you're going to look around?
Yeah.
Fucking flat nothingness as far as the eye can see, though you
I
can
have
kind
like
of...
100 eyes.
With
right
your
now,
100 eyes
so-
and very good Stephanie perception, you can kind of see that shimmer again where you came through the curtain. but around you on all sides, implying that this is surrounded by that invisible magical curtain.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's just flat all around here.
Okay, then yeah, we web down together as friends.
Before we go, I do make a note, and I'm like, whoa, I can see my house from here.
Yeah.
And then I turn to the group, and I'm like, you get it?
Stephanie, 2 of her spider legs like are thrown up in the air, just kind of like, as we go down. Because I can multitask too while being
As a
a spider,
spider?
which is
Okay.
pretty great. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going down and also giving the like, I don't know what you're talking about arms. It's very cute.
Iconic.
Cool. So you lower down into the canyon near Val, I assume? Val, what are you
Yes.
doing this whole time?
Just chilling.
Dying.
Just laying on the ground
Just-
thinking about your
just-
life and your
just-
choices?
Just hanging out.
Kind of sparking and puffing a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay. Stephanie, you lower down. Spider Stephanie lowers down with Jared and Ellie clinging on. We'll say Ellie used some rope to like tie herself on for this perilous climb, but you touch the ground behind the statues now in the canyon, and the statues stay.
I mean, they could just
inactive.
climb down on my web if they wanted to.
Stephanie or Ellie thinks that's a
I
little
guess
gross.
it's sticky.
She's cool hanging. She's cool just hanging on with the rope. She says no thanks to the web, and you lower down, and you are now in the canyon past the statues
And then
with a sparking Val right near you.
return.
Shrunk.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, okay, that worked well.
Hey, yeah, we did it.
Jared, can you look for an off switch while Ellie and I try to make sure that Val is okay?
Yeah, yeah. Take care of Val. I'm gonna go look around. I walk away. Pew 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 pew, and then I do what is it called? Inspection check?
Investigation.
Investigation.
You're going down into the canyon.
Yeah. So how far again is the canyon?
These
Don't look down.
so I mean you're on the ground, but these mountains are they're long. This canyon is 200 yards long. It maybe 300. It's pretty long. It's a long
Okay.
canyon, and it goes down, obviously flattens in the middle and goes back up the other side. It's like a U shape kind of canyon.
Okay.
Oh, it'd be really good for snowboarding.
Maybe, yeah, but it's sandboarding.
Sandboarding. SpongeBob. Hey.
And as
It's
far as
everywhere.
width, it's like it's pretty narrow. It's like 10, 15 feet wide only.
Okay.
It's a pretty narrow canyon. We'll say 20 feet. 20 feet wide.
I'm gonna go ahead and start. I mean, I look at my general vicinity where I am right now, right
Mhm.
at this entrance. Is there anything that I notice in particular that stands out, or anything that's like useful knowledge before I start venturing in?
So something maybe you notice that is you can probably notice with your passive where you came in. Obviously, where like the bodies and stuff were, whereas like there were like footprints and stuff of people who had been here before. Obviously, the people that got hit with these fucking lasers and died. On this side of the canyon, there are no footprints. You are making the first set of footprints in this sand,
Okay.
which is something that you notice.
That's one small step for man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to just start running down the canyon
Okay.
and
The
just,
Val style, running,
yeah, I'm just
top
gonna,
speed.
I'm just going to go and like, hopefully I run into something, and I keep running, eyes wide open, trying to
Arms
look
wide
for-
open
arms wide open
into the sunlight.
welcome to and just
Is that
see
wait?
what I
Is that how
see.
you solve this puzzle? Do you have to sing that when running?
That would be. I would never make that puzzle. I would never make that.
Under the sunlight.
You can't get
Um,
into the cavern unless your arms are wide open.
Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award winner Creed.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my
let's
god!
not-
Did they really win a Kids' Choice Award?
I think they won a Kids Choice Award for Arms Wide Open. I'm not. You know what? Actually,
I'm.
Get on the Google.
Yeah,
So you're
we
running.
need
You're
to
running
do
down
this.
singing Creed. What are Ellie and Stephanie doing?
Oh, sorry. I'm looking up Creed.
She's
Kids'
also
Choice
Googling
Award.
I think
Creed.
Eric's also doing it too.
Oh, okay. So we were doing it in tandem. Well,
Yeah.
I don't need that in my search history.
Tandem Creed googling.
Oh, my
But anyways, we're gonna use that sweet staff of Stephanie's to heal little robot.
Oh, Ellie's staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hers. She has it. She belongs to her. Do you want her to do the strongest one?
Yeah.
Okay. So she can spend half of the staff's energy to cure Val 3d8.
Do it.
2 5s, and a 7. So 17. So, Eric, did you come up with any answers for us?
I don't think they did. Why did I say that?
It's a mystery that will remain unsolved.
Can we nominate them?
It's a little late, I think. So, Ellie touches Val with this staff of healing, and Val, you feel some life return to your circuits and bits and bytes. And meanwhile, Jared is sprinting the other direction. So the three of you near the statues hear some sounds now coming from behind you as you're all turned toward Val to check on them. You hear like a lot of sand being moved at once all of a sudden. And Jared, while you are running the opposite direction, you don't hear it, you see it because you're running toward it now. The sand below you that has no footprints on it begins to kind of shift and move a little bit. And rising up out of the sand in front of you, Jared, are a pair of sort of humanoid-looking figures made of sand. These are sand golems that have been awoken by your presence in the canyon and rise up in front of you and stop and kind of stare right at you, while back across near the entrance, 3 more rise from behind the 3 players near the statues and look at you menacingly, and they await for you to roll initiative.
Maybe I should have stayed as a spider.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Nostalgia Network.
Visit thenostalgianetwork.com for more.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric.
I'm Shelby.
I'm Jake.
And we are the band Lousy Advice from the Lousy Advice Podcast.
Come listen as we draft artist and genre-centric best of lists.
With the help of our closest friends.
These lists are canon.
And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
From Misfits to Cher.
Green Day to Gaga.
Or Pup to Paramore.
Listen to the Lousy Advice Podcast now, or else.
Stream us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Nostalgia Network, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And don't forget that we are the band Lousy Advice, and this is our podcast, the Lousy Advice Podcast.
The Lousy Advice Podcast?
The Lousy Advice Podcast.